Our final game is the play-in winner of tonight's Xavier and Texas matchup, where Xavier is a 2.5-point favorite. They will face the 6th seed Illinois in Milwaukee.
So what do you think of Illinois generally, AJ?
You know what? I loved Illinois the last couple years. Illinois, I've said all year long, is the most talented team in the Big Ten, which means that Illinois has massively underperformed this season. They have been very frustrating. I'm not really sure what the problem is with them, other than Casper Yacochonis, who's their super freshman, another lottery pick guard, which that, again, something I'm into, went through about a month-long span where he just forgot how to shoot a basketball. It seems like he's sort of righted that ship, but this is still just not a team that I've got a lot of faith in. Brad Underwood has been kind of a tournament dud since he's been at Illinois. The two teams that are lined up to play them, either Xavier or Texas, what Illinois likes to do defensively is they want to force you into mid-range. And both Xavier and Texas that's where they thrive. They are good mid-range teams. I think if we're getting 5.5, 6 points with the dog here, I'll like them. I still probably like Illinois to advance if they play Texas. I think if Xavier is the team that gets through here, I'll take Xavier to beat Illinois in the first round.
Wow. Any thoughts, Fez?
Yeah. So what happened with Illinois, and I don't have the details, is here's a team that
of course.
Well, there was multiple stuff that they reported that there was illness with the team and that there was injuries.
At what point? Team. Throughout the year? Throughout
the year. And so like it culminated, they played against Duke in
Madison Square Garden.
Right, and they lost by like 40. All right, so like it was just like a burial.
That was a week, though, and Fez is right, because Brad Underwood, right? AJ, that's his name? Yeah. So he did come out prior to that Duke game. They had lost to Michigan State and Wisconsin. And I remember reading this quote. He said, I've never seen what's happening in my locker room happen in my entire coaching career. Like his whole team was like dealing with the flu or whatever upper respiratory. It was like running through every play.
So pursuant to that, this is a team that should be better, much better than their stats is where I'm getting at.
And I do think, and as we say goodbye to AJ here for the show, is you might say Fez, he's this. Let's say it's the first day you're listening. You might say Fez is famous, and he didn't know that. He didn't listen. Here's what we told you a long time ago: you can't be great you can't originate at every sport. There's not enough time. When AJ's watching Grand Canyon, Mackenzie's watching Charlotte in the NBA. You can't be doing both at once.
And oftentimes I know about something, I just don't know the specifics.
Not all about you, Fez. We're talking about some other people right now. Right away, he goes, wait, you said Mackenzie and AJ. Where am I in this story? But the truth is, Fez, you are NFL originator, your strongest suit, and NBA better than college basketball. But I wouldn't say better with the results because you know who to rely on. You got your network. AJ's one of them, but you got your network.
37-20 run. Well into the black.
So the fact that he comes here and tries to get, in a way, that's what I do. I don't watch much college basketball, but I'm trying to give you the numbers on the outside. AJ's watching the games. Fez is watching the screen. That's probably. I'm looking at the spreadsheets. You're looking at the screen. He's watching the game.
The last 2 weeks, I watched as much basketball as anyone. But you're right. Before then, there's a reason I didn't reference one game back before February. Yes.
AJ, hopefully we'll get you back next week for the Sweet 16. I thought you were excellent today. And remember, you can get AJ Hoffman his premium stuff, his very best picks, pregame.com. And like we said, 3 times in the last 5 years, he's been the #1 champion at pregame, and he had a great postseason last year. Thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you.
All right. See you guys.